You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, ready to check out the number 2 set in my mini-series for these spooky nights, or spooky nights, pumpkin craft decorating kits with a Z on the end, that is, for ages 3+. 2 bright bottles of waterproof paint included. Now, I've already done one, and it had wood pieces that you attach. This one is all crafting stuff. Let me turn this around. Now, this one was opened because I needed to get the paint out to decide or determine the size of the pumpkins. And the paints are about 4 inches, and I thought, well, 2 stacks, so it's about a 6 to 8 inch pumpkin, and that's what I ended up getting. And it also includes 12 glitter stickers, 1 foam pre-cut sheet, 2 round foam sheets, 2 bottles of waterproof paint, and 1 foam paintbrush and instructions. All right, let's get this out of the box. You've seen it. It's time to make the spider. I will be back. All right, so based on the last video, if you have not seen it, look in the description. I'll have a link to that video there. It'll show you that it takes about 15 minutes a coat of paint to get the paint to dry using fans. I use fans to do that to speed up the process. Those are the sheets, and here is the Spooky Nights paint. I don't know how else to pronounce that. In black, and that's all there is in the box. So now let me get this out here and check out these so-called sheets. And this is very sparkly. So there's, looks like 8 legs, and then some eyes, sparkly eyes. He's got 4 eyeballs, and then these little spots, and they had them on his cheeks. And then, I don't know where they had, oh, his teeth. And then that must be his bottom lip. And then there is the brush. All right, let's see. Now, I've already done 1 set, so I would say I'm somewhat versed on how to do this already. I do need to get out my large cutting board to protect my surface. It says, before you begin, you'll need to gather a few supplies from home. 1 pumpkin, got it. Paper towels and a cup of water to rinse your brush. Prepare a safe place for creating your artwork. That's what I'm going to do next. Remember, paint can stain fabrics and furniture. Wear old clothes and use paper towels or newspaper to cover your work surface. Set up all your supplies so everything is right at your fingertips. Be sure to keep the packaging close to you for design ideas. Paint should be tightly closed when not in use. Keep the paint away from young children and pets. Now, what I determined was it took all 3 coats and all of the paint to actually get this to cover the orange. So now, I might just put 2 coats on this one to do it a little bit differently. Does that seem too bright? Hold on a second. I think I had it too bright here. Let's see, maybe change that. All right, that's better. All right, so I used 2 coats of paint, or 3 coats of paint on the last one. I think I'm just going to use 2, so let's get started. Okay, so time to use the bright paint. I'm not sure why bright paint, but I think all of the other ones use bright paint. This one uses black. And I was able to figure out that the best way to do this is just to pour it on top. Hopefully this covers better than the blue. I just wanted to clean off that little extra. You know, it's like on the caps of ketchup when you get the little extra. You just want to save it. All right, so here's what I did. I just poured it on like this, and then I painted slowly. Yeah, see? This is going to take at least 2, but I think I'm going to go a little bit lighter. I mean, not lighter, but just do the 2 coats so that I can maybe get a different effect. I guess if you wanted to, you could paint stripes, like just do like 1 section of each so your spider is a little bit different than what they show on the box. You don't have to do what they say. You do whatever you want. I think this one I'm just going to paint the whole top since the stem was missing on this pumpkin. Now, I searched high and low for pumpkins that weren't way overly priced. I ended up at Menards. It looks like they had the least amount of pumpkins, the smallest display, but they had these sizes, this 8-inch... Oh, that thing just stuck to my finger. This 8-inch, 6-inch pumpkin. And they were $4 something, plus you get the 10% off. So I thought, hey, that's not bad. Came out to like, I think $4.30 a pumpkin, which was good. I don't know if anybody's out there shopping pumpkins. Tell me how much you would pay for a pumpkin. And I had to flip it around. One thing I did notice too is that this paint will peel right off your pumpkin. It's supposed to be waterproof, but I'm thinking the waterproofness, or whatever you'd want to call it. Come on. There we go. Ooh, better catch it. Ooh, that's cool. Let's just watch it slowly drip down. Will I catch it in time? I do not know. That makes it rubbery. Okay, that one should be all I need to finish this. Ooh, you could just leave it like that too and let that dry into a thick coating. And I guess you don't, if you're worried about the paint, ooh, say that. Oh boy. You're gonna make a mess. That's why you gotta do this on paper or a surface. Now the issue is, I'm gonna have to turn the actual surface here because I don't have a stem to grab like I did on the last one. Now I had blue all over my surface the last time and it cleaned up real nice. I just scrubbed it. But I suggest you do it right away. Don't let it sit. I let it sit so it had a rubbery coating on my board. Trying to get that. Okay, so I put this in a fan and I waited about 10 minutes. I think that's going to be good in 2 coats. This is coating much better than that blue on the orange, believe it or not. Okay. And then I will come back and I will give it its second coat. And it looks shiny. I'll show you the shark at the end. As I do each set, I've got 5 total. I will show them at the end of every video till I get to the last video, and then I'll just display them all. Okay, I'll have to get the bottom at some point because you could see it way down here. And unless you flip this over, you can't get to it, so I'll have to wait. All right, fans on. I will be back in about 10 minutes. What I've been doing is storing the brush in a damp paper towel. It's like a foamy brush. Kind of what I would do for a regular paintbrush. Just kind of put it in the paper towel that's wet. Just let it sit. Move it away from the fans. And I will be back now with the second coat. All right, that really looks like a flat black. And then I think I just want to do the bottom now instead of having to try to catch up later. So there we go. Well, let's just do it this way, I guess. Without that stem, I have that option. And then I will let this dry. I think I'll give it another coat. I don't know if it needs another coat. It looks pretty good the way it is. So the black obviously covers better than that blue. Don't know why that would be. You would think the darker color would show more through, but maybe not. All right, I'll be back when this dries. It's about 15 minutes, and then I will put on another coat. I think I did say it was, how long did it say? Hours between coats initially? 2 to 3 hours before handling. All right, fan on. That's bothering me, that little spot. And then I got nicked right here. Okay, looking good. Wow, that is just the flattest black paint I've ever seen. There's still orange spots, but let me see if it's sticking, and I'll show you. See, like that? It peels just a little. Easily peels right off. All right, so I'm going to put a second coat on this one. All right, it is definitely dry. Let me move these out of the way. Yeah, it's kind of nice having a little ambient noise in the background. Maybe I'll just leave one of the fans on so it's going to continue to keep the air going. Now, the last video with the music, I had a hard time finding any kind of good Halloween music that's free, that you don't have to pay for. I would say that's a good amount. This is a really dark, flat black. It's a really cool color. I know, black's not a color, I know. It's a really cool shade. I think after this I could decorate. I was reading ahead on the instructions, and it said, what did it say? Oh yeah, organize all your pieces like the last one, that's for sure. And they just stick on. So unlike the, I don't know if you remember, I kind of struggled with the one of the wooden pieces. It made for a tool time. I had to bring out extra tools. Okay, so remember, I got to kind of turn my whole board. Boy, I'm painting my board more than I'm painting the pumpkin. I think the other side is going to be the front. Ooh, my brush is starting to already come apart. Okay, let's get some of that over here. So I mentioned in the last video that I would be showing you each pumpkin as I go along, because I think altogether there was 5 pumpkins and 5 kits. See, it's already starting to dry where the fan was, so I'm glad I left the fan on. I know that noise adds a little extra background noise. It's almost like a computer fan. Oh boy. Look at that. I think I'm going to leave that second bottle. I'm just going to work this around now. I'm going to kind of bend down a little, make sure I get way underneath. It does make it harder without a handle, that's for sure. Oh, it's leaving a mess on my tabletop. Okay. I don't see any more orange showing through. I think I got it. Okay. I think this will be the front. Alright, let me get that second fan. I think we're good. Let me give you a side view of the pumpkin. See? Kind of looks shiny. Here, let me bring the light in. Definitely shinier. And then it dries super flat. So, alright, I'll be back when this is all dry. I'll have to remove this. I'll take this, I'll have to wash this, let it dry, and then I will start decorating my pumpkin. You may think you're looking at a black screen, but you are not. You're looking at the side of my completely black pumpkin. Now there's one little wet spot where it was just way thick, but it's not in the way of what I'm doing, so I think I need to just get this decorated. Now, remember I got the little cheeks, and it does say, organize everything in front of you so you are ready to go. Only put on one thing at a time, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to do 3 things at one time. And then the eyes, and then these little sticky back legs, I guess that's what they are. Alright, so I want to get the eyes. The eyes have it. Let's just see how easy they peel. Okay, really easy to peel. And then let's just put one here. Let's just see how well it sticks. I almost think I need to hot glue it. I don't know. And let's put one right next to it. Okay, so it's going to be a challenge to get some of these backings off. Okay. He has 4 eyes, so let us put his next eyeball on. I must say, it's not easy to unpeel. Is it unpeel or just peel? Okay, so there's an eye right there. I mean, it has to be sticky enough because of all the curvature on the pumpkin. I think it's just peel. Okay. And then he's got some polka dots on his cheek. Now these are soft. These were like a hard cardboard backed, and these are soft. And they just kind of have them randomly placed on there. Now you could do whatever you want. You don't have to follow exactly what they're doing. I'm not. I was having this suspicious feeling that things are not going to stay. If they were soft like these, I don't think it'd be a problem. But it's like a hard plastic. I mean, a hard cardboard. Okay. And now his teeth. So they're all in foam, which is better than kind of centered, kind of not centered. And then his mouth goes over that. I'm going to say it would be fun. It'd be less challenging than actually having to carve. Okay, looks like a happy looking spider. So that's it. The rest of this is kind of just waste. They should have maybe given you a fly or some other fun Halloween-y things on there. I guess at this point, I need to get these out. Now this, it's stiffer. It's stiffer than the foam, but it doesn't seem as thick as the eyeball. But that's probably just because it's long and not round. Okay, I'm not going to put on more than one at a time. They're all the same size, by the way. Now this is interesting because these look like they're sticking out. And it almost looks like they're sticking the other way. But the way these are designed, they surely don't do that. Okay, so this one's going to go on this side. Maybe you would bend it. I think that's it. I think you need to stick it and bend it. How's that looking? Has anybody been to Aldi to check out the other sets, the new sets? I wonder if I'm going to get some this year because they go on clearance, and then I'll have to do them next year. I don't know. Do you like them? Do you like these sets? Do you like me making them? Okay, so it looks like his legs are in different spots. That's just the way it is sometimes. Alright, this one's going to go down here. Okay, I was having this suspicious feeling that this would happen. Now I have to keep this for 3 more videos so I can show it every time. I might have to get a hot glue gun out and just glue all this on. Okay, one more down here. I'll put one up higher. It kind of matches. I say kind of, but it really doesn't match. That's okay. He's my unique, one-of-a-kind spider. There we go. And one more to go. And I can wrap it up. I don't think I'm done, actually. I'm going to do one more thing. Okay. That's close, actually. I think I'm going to take a scissors. I think my little spider needs an eyebrow. One along, like a unibrow. And I could use this. It's almost perfectly shaped to kind of go along here like this. One long eyebrow. Or should it go this way? I don't know. I'm going to stick it out anyway. May not stay, but I'm going to try. Legs are falling off. There. There. This giant eyebrow. Yep. Okay, so now we know. I would suggest gluing all this on. But let me do this. I'll clean up. I'll come back. I'll give you a good look. We'll see if it falls off in the next minute or two, but I want to bring out the shark from the last video. Okay, so in the short term, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'll have to see. How about on the 3rd video, I'll update you and see what falls off. So let me move this guy. Well, did you want a close-up of my spider? Ooh, look at that. He came out really good. He's got one giant eyebrow. Now, I probably could have cut individual eyebrows for each of them, but I chose not to. Let's see. That's straight out. Does he look good? Well, let me know what you think of that one. Maybe we'll just go along and you can decide that one or the shark. Now, the shark had wood accent pieces. How's that? And the next one is going to be another wood one. Do you want to see? I showed it already, but I'll show it again. It's the unicorn with wood pieces, and I get to paint it purple. So that is next. And there you go, I did it. It is the number 2 in this series. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Let me know so far which one you like better. And as always, thanks for watching and supporting me. I do appreciate it. And if you can, like I've asked now twice, look in that comment section for a playlist. Click on it and support Lucky Penny Shop. And thanks for watching, everybody. Later.
If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.